This is day 18 out of 100. Before I begin, I actually just wanted to address my shirt situation, if anybody has happened to notice. Sometimes I wear the same shirt like a couple of days in a row, and those are clean. I basically only wear those shirts when I'm like after I've showered, and I take them off before I sleep, so they're just essentially just a cover up before bed. I'm not wearing dirty shirts. I just noticed that when I was looking through my YouTube channel, I'm just wearing the same shirts like 3 days at a time. Just wanted to clarify. Today, I wanted to talk about my song again. Because I made a lot of progress on it, and just the writing process for the song has been really interesting. I got some really good advice from my cousin's boyfriend today, who is a musician, and he basically helped me settle on a beat and gave me advice on how to make a melody, which is something I was struggling with. I feel like I'm good at writing and writing lyrics, but man, I don't have much practice in like actually making pretty sounding things. And yeah, it was really discouraging throughout this week to like spend so much time and energy trying to write this song, like write the lyrics, to like portray the story that I want to portray and the feelings that I want the listeners to feel. And there were also points where like I had certain lines where when I thought of them I really liked them and I wanted to keep them in the song, and so I was trying to force them into the song somehow, and it was making the song feel really awkward, and it took a lot of I had to take a lot of those lines out as I finalized the lyrics for the song, and that kind of sucked because I think I was just so proud of those lyrics at the time when I wrote them, and I wanted to just force them into the song somehow. And the fact that I just had this whole process of trying to like having to like let go of those lines for the sake of the song. And yeah, that was one part of the songwriting process that was just like a little challenge. And there was also like I mentioned the other days, since I've spent so much of my time over the last especially month just only doing things that I'm good at, spending so much time doing something that I'm so not good at really brought my mood down. And I think what that was just like I felt like the way I felt before I had this wave of like confidence and the sense of like power and capability. Like before I had that, I was spending a lot of time feeling like I just wasn't doing good enough, and that I wasn't capable of doing a lot of things, at least to the extent that I wanted to do them at. And over the last month, I've managed to overcome a lot of those feelings and see what I hope is the truth. And that truth being that I can do all those things that I've been worrying about for a while. But then there's this song. And I think just spending time in that mindset again, where I'm just like, I keep working on this, and it's just like I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. And then once I get somewhere, I realize that I made like mistakes, and like I had to go back and fix them, and I just had to like basically delete the work that I had already done and just like redo things. And yeah, I think just spending time in that mindset again of like not feeling confident in my work and having so many questions again, just it was really discouraging. But today, I just bit the bullet and I like cut my lyrics in half, basically, like the length of them, the content of them, and I settled on a beat that my cousin's boyfriend chose, and it just came out, like the melody just came out, and it felt so good to have something and then have it recorded and then to listen back to it and be like, okay, I like this. Yeah, okay, I like this. I'm good with this. And then also to be able to share it with my cousin and her boyfriend and like not feel, I felt a little shy, but not nearly as much as my other recordings. And also like they listened to it, and this time they were just like, dude, this is it, this is good. And that just felt really good. Because I've had a lot of moments during the songwriting process where I was just like feeling a lot of just like, screw it, like I don't want to do this, or like I just like dreaded having to try to sit down and stare at this song and just like get nowhere with it again. Like I was dreading having to go through that process again because I was spending so much time in that state. But I just kept doing it. I put myself out there. I sang in front of them a lot today, and that really helped. That really helped me get a lot of good advice that got me out of the little roadblock that I was in. A really cool piece of advice that my cousin gave me, or my cousin's boyfriend gave me, with the process of like trying to find the right melody was I told them that I really wanted to sing this song in front of someone or some people, and I explained to him why I wanted to do that, and the advice he gave me was just try to imagine that you're in that setting where you're singing this song to these people, and imagine, you know, the music playing and the atmosphere that you're trying to create, and start singing from there. I didn't keep that mentality for long, but it really got me started. It got me moving. And that's one of the most important lessons I've been relearning over the last few years. It's that no matter how stuck you are and how much you feel like you can't do something that you really want to do, and that you're not capable, or you're not ready, or you don't have the time for it, or whatever your reasoning is, whatever your excuses are, just try not to think about that and just move. Like, do anything. I told this to a good friend of mine. I told him that this process is sort of like when you're first going to the gym, and it's basically like, if you don't feel good in your body and you want to start exercising and getting stronger and be more fit, then you need to go to the gym, and you need to put in a lot of effort and work out hard, ideally with good technique, good form, at a certain degree of effort. But if you can't do that, then at least just go to the gym and do anything. Just move some weights around, and if you can't do that, then just at least leave your house and start going on walks, or jogging, or maybe running. And if you can't do that, then stay at home and do some push-ups or sit-ups or whatever you can do at home. And if you can't do that, then I don't know, at least start to like pay a little more attention to what you eat. Maybe when you're out, try to take like longer paths back home, so you spend more time walking. If you can't do that, like maybe just start watching videos of people exercising, so you can at least like learn what to do and what not to do, and things that you have to do, so you at least get rid of some of the questions when you're actually at the gym. Like, how do I do this? Like, what's the best? What are good exercises for doing this? And like, do something. Anything. Like the simplest possible, tiniest baby step you can take towards your goal. Because anything is better than doing nothing and being still. And yeah, I think that human beings just have to constantly be moving. I don't mean that literally, I just mean that like stillness is death, if I'm being dramatic. I heard that quote somewhere, but if you just stop moving and stop learning and stop doing anything, your life can just end there. But from that place of stillness, if you can do anything, like just take a single step, that's still infinitely better than just being stuck in stillness. So, yeah, just no matter whatever your goal is, no matter how frustrating it is to try to get there, or how disheartening or impossible or difficult it feels, just keep trying something. And, you know, your chances of getting somewhere with that are still way, way, way higher than never trying at all. And so, yeah, I'm glad that I am sticking through this process of writing this song. The song means a lot to me. Maybe I'll share it here once it's finally created. Yeah, I'm glad I stuck to it. I think that's it. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow.